Criminal case misdemeanor C070 of 2026, Republic vs. Silas Odero Otieno, Silas Odero, Collins Omondi Ogada, alias Daddy, tafadhali nitie Cliff Juma Odhiambo, David Omolo Mao, Masheti Ernest, Peter Babu Owino, Dickson Ochieng Manyasa, Patrick Omondi Bude, Emilio Omondi, Shadrack Alias Ras,
I want to request that my name is Yogo. Yes, I do appear together with my learned friend, Mr. Guso, on the instructions of the family to appear for the case person, for the suspect.
In this matter, I have an application for custodial orders against the first to the 10 respondents who were arrested on the 21st of February 2026 at around 16:00 hours while aboard motor vehicle number KBR arrested on which date? 21st February 2026 at around 16:00 hours while on board motor vehicle registration number KBR 431 Toyota Noah black in color. And upon being flagged down by DCI officers acting on intelligence from their counterparts in Nairobi, they managed to secure and find immediate crude weapons in the said motor vehicle. And equally considering the political temperatures during that day, acting on intelligence, they suspected that the said first 10 respondents were prepared to commit an offense with regard to the nature of crude weapons like machetes which were recovered, capable of causing intensive harm to the unsuspecting members of the public. They were arrested and escorted to Kisumu Central Police Station, where they were booked. And today, Your Honor, we appear before you. Then an application praying for their detention at Kisumu Central Police Station for 10 days, pending completion of investigation by the investigating officer to establish where the first to 10 respondents were coming from and what was their motive within that area where they were arrested along Kisumu Road. Equally, their mobile phone numbers have been saved and are forwarded to Cybercrime Unit Nairobi for forensic investigations. The report is not yet ready. And in as much as they have a right to liberty under the Constitution, that right, Your Honor, is not absolute. And this is that one instance where it can be given an exemption for police officers to conduct investigation and establish their motive towards the offense being investigated or preparation to commit a felony under section under section 308 subsection 1 of the Penal Code. In that light, Your Honor, I wish to categorically state that investigations are incomplete and we need more time for that completion, and equally witnesses to record their statements to enable the office of the DP consider what charges to prefer against the first to the 10th respondent upon completion of the investigations. But that's what we want. Therefore, we pray for just for us, and they can rely on the affidavit of the investigating officer, number 82274, of Rozabulon Atubwa. Is equally before the court, and can verse in my argument for that application, Your Honor. That's all.
We can allow them to sit.
Yeah, we can see.
You know, we propose the application by the prosecution. You know, you note that the application is premised on under Article 49(1) G of the Constitution. 49(1) G and section 36A 2 of the CPC. When we oppose that application on various grounds, then Article 49 guarantees certain unalienable rights to the accused persons, to the suspects. One of them that we are expected to be shown to us was that they have a right to be informed why they are being arrested or detained. That has not been stated. They are also required to be produced before you within 24 hours. It has been considered by another colleague that they were arrested on 21st, that is Saturday, specifically at 4 p.m. And I'm aware, I believe there were activities on that day. I think in Kakamega and I don't know in other areas. And not in Kisumu. And the affidavit that you've been shown does not annex any inventory of the alleged crude weapons. We are being told of machetes, we are not being told how many. And Your Honor, Section 308, subsection 1 of the Penal Code has certain conditions for one to be suspected of having an intention to commit a felony. One of it, there must be intention. Mere possession has been found in court not to warrant charging of a person with that offense. When you look at the case of Manuel Legacian and 3 others versus Republic, reported in 2000, EKLR, Manuel Legacian and 3 others versus Republic, reported in 2000, EKLR, where it was found that that is Court of Appeal. Sorry, that is the Court of Appeal decision, where it was found that mere possession without overt act of intention does not make the charge stand. You know, if that was to happen, then our brothers from the Mark community who walk with swords on their waistbands would all be arrested on sight. I give that analogy to stress the fact that mere possession without proof of intention to commit a felony is not an offense. Now, going to the details of the affidavit, Your Honor, one of the reasons advanced by Corporal Atubu Zabulon is that they have no fixed place of abode. You know, where he gets that information, I don't know. The accused persons have families here who have instructed us. And if you look at them, some are wives, mothers. I don't know if Corporal Zabulon assumes that they are staying on the streets. If that is the only reason, then we urge you to reject that. He also alleges that there are flight risks. You know, you've noted, as submitted by Madam colleague, they were found in a vehicle. Their vehicle is currently in their custody, the custody of the DCI. And there's nothing difficult or preventing them from even giving them police bond as they carry out the investigation. Let them report to the officers at the times they want. The relatives can even sign sureties for them. If it is availability of the suspects is the problem. But failure to have a fixed abode is definitely a false affirmation in this affidavit. Lastly, Your Honor, he also said that the suspects have been involved in several robberies within Kisumu and its environs. You know, it does not quote any case that has been brought against any of these persons in any court of law. We urge you that the rights enshrined under the Constitution in facts of right, and the Constitution need to be given life, and nobody should be deprived of his right to liberty, except in very exceptional circumstances. And I was waiting for Madame today to point out that one exceptional circumstance. What we had was a mere sweeping statement of abandonment. Your Honor, it is wrong for example to want to infringe on rights to liberty by mere allegations. And as we stand before you, Your Honor, there is nothing placed before you to suggest facts that fit the exemptions as envisaged in the Constitution under Article 9. Finally, you note that the accused persons, the suspects were arrested on Saturday. We've been here from 9 o'clock. And when the file is being brought before you at 4:45. Way past the time of even registering pleas. They have their own money to bring the suspects before you. This can only mean one thing, that this application has been brought by Zablon specifically to circumvent the constitutional guarantee to freedom that requires him to avail the suspects in court for whatever offense within 24 hours. We are before you now past 4 o'clock when they were arrested. The only explanation can only be that this application is basically brought to circumvent the provisions of the Constitution. And we urge you to release the suspects at best on personal bond. At worst, cash bail. And we are ready whenever they are required to, by Corporal Zablon, to assist in whatever investigation is carrying out. They will avail themselves. Any number of times they may require. For we believe that there is no good ground for continued detention of the suspects. That will be all. My learned colleague will add 1 or 2 things. Yes, Your Honor. It is our submission that this court is an independent arbiter. It cannot be made to be an extension of the DCI's office, Kisumu or Nairobi. Corporal Zabulon Atubwa, and to an extension, the officer from the DPP's office, are very clear in their mind that somebody sitting in Nairobi was pulling his strings in order for the suspects before him to be arrested. Your Honor, it is our submission that if it is true that the DCI Kisumu had been investigating any matter involving the 10 suspects, nothing is so difficult in telling this court that this is exactly what we are investigating. Furthermore, the provisions of Article 49 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 has got nowhere in place where it says a suspect or an accused person is under obligation to assist the police in their investigations. Corporal Zabulon Atubwa has not told this court that he will not be able to investigate this matter in the event the accused persons are out of a police station, because they are under no obligation whatsoever to assist the police. If anything, that particular article, as in Article 50, says a suspect or an accused person has the right to keep quiet, and the police is the one under obligation to inform the suspect of that particular right and the reasons for detention. That has not been done. The upshot of our submission is there are no charges capable of being brought before you. And that's the reason why I'm asking for them to be detained at the police station. And they're asking for 10 days. You're on at 10 days without giving a justification why they said on 10. If all the time they have had in their disposition as police officers, they have failed to bring even a single case of robbery with violence in court, what would 10 days do? It is our submission that this is an afterthought. When the police realize that they have got nothing against the suspects, tension or potential in the country should not be used to suppress the liberty of a Kenyan citizen. Suspicion, however strong the suspicion is not a reason to confer guilt on a person. They can suspect as long as there's no evidence to be brought before you with that suspicion. That suspicion is just suspicion. We are praying, since the office of the DCI Kisumu has not indicated in their affidavit that if released, the suspects are going to interfere with investigations. We are urging this court to be an independent arbiter and release them on their own cognizance by signing personal bonds. Then the police can take even 2 years to investigate this matter, and when they are ready, they can come to court. That will be all.
my colleagues have not demonstrated that indeed the accused person's liberty was deprived over the weekend. Working days for the court is Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The accused persons were arrested on the 21st February at 16:00 hours. The earliest time for them to appear before court to answer any charges was from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Your Honor, we are within time, considering the fact that this was not the only matter before this honorable court. We have dealt with other pleas. We have dealt with the normal court post list, which was equally intensive. Equally, at the time of arrest, the respondents were en route along Busia Kisumu Road, which leads to Busia, where there was a rally for laying the ground, proponents. And to buttress my point, I'll invite the court not to take judicial notice of the fact that in one of the Linda Mwananchi rallies along Mbali, one of the supporters was stabbed.
With due respect, my colleague knows the rules of engagement. It's now bringing up issues that we never raised. I'm objecting. That we never raised in our submissions, that we not have an opportunity to reply to. So that is our key rules. If I want to bring it at this point, if you want to bring that issue up, you should have brought it up in this meeting submissions. I'm objecting.
Yes, I'm limiting myself to the issue. What I want to put across, Your Honor, is that charges that are being investigated against the respondents are charges of preparation to commit a felony. And I was inviting the court to note that cases of supporters being stabbed at public rallies have gone up. And that's why there was intelligence received from Nairobi that the respondents' motor vehicle had these crude weapons. And that is when they were flagged and arrested. There was a reasonable suspicion to believe that they had a motive to attend one of those rallies and cause harm to individuals attending those rallies, or cause scale. Equally, Your Honor, I wish to respond that having the respondents having their family members or wives before the court is not a measure to imply that they have a fixed place of abode and that they cannot be a flight risk. We believe that in the event they are granted free bond, their likelihood of appearing before this court will be negative. Therefore, we pray that we be given the 10 days, because even their forms are still in the forensic cybercrime unit, and it will take time for them to be analyzed and processed for a report to be issued.
Any specific time now?
From around 11.
11.
Yes.
Most of it.
The suspect will be remanded at the Central Police
That issue for us will be raised at an appropriate time, not now. So we have been raised it when the right time comes. At the moment we are dealing with this application. The issue of how you are treated as an artist, we will have to do this. Issue Kakamega will be bank causes so many. So I don't think we're too early. The family should want you to address them. You can brief them. Huh? You can brief. I know I don't like it. Sure. Just look at the family. Because it's like.
Yes. Oh, the other one will come at so my face has to appear.
Yeah, you can just say so.
I really didn't want my face to appear.
Why? It's going live.
Tuko safe tukiongea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's safe.
Hatutashikwa hapa.
Hapana, unashikwa na nani?
Mimi siko na Kakamega nyama. Tujeni hapa tuongee.
Tuongee. It's okay. I'll just speak.
Something too small.
I was just avoiding uso kuonekana. But amesema it's impossible.
We are still on
No
it.
update the family members you not in
Because it's going to happen.
Nothing wrong.
Hatujandiliwa vibaya.
So
It's okay.
Fanya haraka juu na nimekazwa, nataka kwenda kususu.
Ungeenda kususu kwa
Nataka nikushukuru. Moja inaweza kuenda kuharibu. Hapana, ila haribu. Unaona tu vizuri. Samjari sio mimi. Sio nasema songeni huko. Unasema si sofa ndio moja na mlango. Na tunaini. Ashukie.
Sio kuna simama hapo.
Yeah,
just a minute.
Ndio inaonekana kwa TV.
si mbaya kuonekana.
Tusimame kwa chungu tutakayofuata. Oya, jao. Nani? Tumalize. Simameni hapa nyuma. Ngoja relax tu.
Nafanya hata nimekaza.
Relax. So, you just tell us your name and then you update us muda kesi inaenda na vile amesema hapo hivyo. Okay. Ni muda mnyachu mtoke. Azeni, nguru kidogo
Then
machi.
don't katani because no can satisfied.
Yeah, you just say whatever you want.
My mind.
Yeah.
Hello. You talk first or I talk first?
You go first.
I talk first.
Okay.
You holding or I'll hold it? You'll hold it for me. So I can. Okay, my name is Evelyn, a resident of Kisumu, and the suspects who were arrested on Saturday, they were arrested at 2:35 and they were taken to Central Police Station, though after some intimidation, because they are our family members and we really had to ask them about the long time that they took before reaching the station. So they really took long, though the report says that they were arrested at 4, but if we check on the working hours of someone staying in a cell, it should actually be not more than 24 hours. Now, because we understand that it was on a weekend, I think they were supposed to report at the Milimani Law Court before the time that we came in. So, because the court working hours is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., the suspects were brought by around 4, is it?
Yeah.
4:30 p.m. and when we reached the court, the report was that the magistrate was not aware because all the cases that were brought by the DPP were all done, and so this was just another request. My question is, why was this case fixed at late hours, yet we were at Central Police Station right from 8 a.m. in the morning, and we were given an assurity that we were supposed to report to the court by before lunch hours. So this case was just later on fixed, and due to the reports that were given, we really don't find the suspects guilty, and therefore I don't know why they are requesting for the suspects to overstay for 10 days, and then there's also another hearing tomorrow at 11. I really don't find it adding up. It seems there's some information that they really want to fix to the suspects, which is not really adding up, because for the working hours we were supposed to be here very early. Now we are still at the court right now, and it's past 5 p.m., which is past the working hours at the court. So we really don't know what these people are up to. If it comes to politics, supporting the 2-term or 1-term, that is an individual's choice, and it is an individual's right. So personally, my relative can be in 1-term and I can be in 2-term, but that doesn't mean that an individual Kenyan can be intimidated, and so we really don't find it in order. We request that there's no investigation that can really be done in 10 days that has not been done from Saturday, that will make any change from Saturday, and the suspects are not found guilty. I think that's all I can say. Yeah. My name is Linda, a resident of Kisumu. Just as my friend have said, we've been here since Saturday because they were arrested, and even today we came up very early and until now. But so far we just pray and hope that when we come tomorrow, the ruling or even the bond should be granted, because we are Kenyan citizens and this is a democratic country and everyone has a right to support whoever they want to support. So this government cannot just intimidate anyone they feel is not supporting them. So justice should prevail for each and every one of them, because if they claim like they have investigated, and I even had inside the court they were even the other, they were requesting for 10 more days to do what? What will 10 more days change? And yet we have been here since morning. Actually, the suspect wangeletwa kotini because we were told that they were going to be brought by 9. By 9 we stayed until 4:30. Why is it that it's taking too long? So once we want our kids outside because they are our brothers, our friends, they are our husbands. So we just need them out.
Kwa majina naitwa Steve Okumu. Mimi ni mkaaji wa Kisumu na sijafurahi venye vitu zinakimbizwa ama zinaendeshwa kwa hii kaunti yetu ya Kisumu. Haimaanishi kama una support one term ama una support two term ni lazima ukufe ama ni lazima ushikwe. Hii ni democratic right ya kila mwana Kenya kuchagua mtu yeyote wa kusupport. So mimi naomba kabisa, Kenya yetu tumetoka mbali na ni kama tunataka kurudi kwa regime ya nyuma, na tumetoka huko na tumechoka. So tunaomba kama kuna kesi yenye marafiki zetu wako nayo, kama kuna kitu wamefanya vibaya, tunaomba tupate ukweli. Si ati mambo ya wanasiasa kuchukua nafasi ati ukisupport mtu wewe unauliwa. Hiyo ni sheria gani imesema kwa hii Kenya? Kenya is a democratic party. Kenya is a democratic country. So we demand our leaders, please, wacheni kutupiganisha. Wacheni kutupiganisha kabisa kabisa. Wacheni kupiganisha wananchi. Wacheni wananchi wachague wenye wanataka. Kama unajua umefanya vizuri, kama unajua umefanya venye mlichaguliwa, mmetumwa venye mmefanya, venye wananchi waliwatuma, mbona mnaogopa? Mbona mnashika wananchi? Mbona mnashika vijana? Msiogope. Kama hii tamu yenu ya miaka 5 mmefanya venye mlitumwa, msiogope, kujeni kwa wananchi na wananchi ndio wataamua. Asante.
We are one government. Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, mimi siwezi jiita rafiki yako.
Ali Hassan Joho must be in that table. Msifikirie mtatutoa chambo. Sisi wengine damu yetu ni moto. Ukileta taleta.